Hi Shan, look, in our last class we have discussed, again we have started with our topic chapter number 3 there. It's a pair of linear equations to variables. Look, till now what we have discussed, we start with the basic difference with expression and equation. I am told you that there is in expression there is not an equality, in equation there is a equality, that is it means that we cannot solve expression but we can solve our equations there. Then after that we have discussed about linear equation in one variable, in which we have seen that any equation of a type ax plus b equal to 0, its solution is given by x is equal to minus b by b upon a, and its solution the solution of any linear equation what we get that it's what we get in our number line. Then we have seen that linear equations in two variables ax plus by plus c equal to 0, considering that a square plus b square both cannot be simultaneous to 0 there, is not equal to 0 there. Then we have seen that for different values of y we have get different values of x also there. Then after that we are going to talking about pairs of linear equation two variables. Before we are going to discuss the pairs of linear equations two variables, we have seen that the graphical representation of whatever we are going to be draw the plot of linear equation in one variable, means we are going to draw some p of x equal to x plus b or ax plus by plus c. Then we always get a straight line there, means in geometrical interpretations of linear any line means any of our equations having a linear equation in two variables, when we are going to plot a graph of its on graph paper there, then we always get a straight line there. Then when we are going to discuss about pairs of linear equation in two variables, means we are going to be we are going to discuss about solutions of pairs of linear equation in two variables. Then obviously there are pairs means we have two lines there. We have some line a given by a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Now let's suppose second line is given by a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Then what we discuss that when we are going to be look, when we are going to be talking about this solution there, then obviously there are two types of solutions of pairs of linear equation in two variables. By first of is what our graphical method, in which we are going to plot the graph of our given two lines. Then one is second one is our algebraic method, in which we have discussed mainly elimination and substitution method, and also one of the third method is known as cross multiplication method. But this topic is detailed by our CBSE. Then but we have get through it also there, but it's not going to be comes into board examination, but we have take a look on also cross multiplication method. Then look before going to be discuss about algebraic solutions, we have discussed about in our last class about our solutions of our graphical method. Look, whenever we are going to plot our any two lines there, when we are going to plot two lines, then in our surface or in a plane, there are only three possibilities there. What are these possibilities? Three possibilities what that our both lines are what intersect at one point. Our lines may be intersecting. Second case is what our both lines are parallel to each other, means there is not any single point, a common point there. And what is third condition? That our lines are coincide to each other, means there are three cases. When our lines are intersecting, means we have one common solution, we have exactly one solution there. When our lines are parallel to each other, then in this case we have no common point, means we have no solution in this case. And what is when these lines are coincide, means all the points of these lines are solution, then it's having a many solution, that it's having a case of many solution. And look what we have discussed till now here, we have three cases here. It's what our lines are intersecting, our lines are parallel to each other, our lines are coincide to each other. These are our three cases in which we have discussed that. Then After discussion that what we have discussed here, that's when we are going to be talking about that is three cases. Then after that we have discussed about there is condition that without drawing a graph or without solving it, how can we take a knowledge about that? We have lines are intersecting, or having a one solution, or lines are parallel to each other, or it's coincide to each other without actually solving it, or without actually going to plot the graph of it. How can we determine without calculating the lines are intersecting, or the lines are coincide to each other, or lines are parallel to each other? Then we have discussed that when we have any two lines given by a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, in the both the condition what we have, a1 square plus b1 square cannot be 0, a2 square plus b2 square cannot be 0. Then we are going to be comparing the ratios. In last classes what we discussed that our a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. When we are comparing these ratios, means in this case in our algebraic interpretation there is what we have exactly one solution. Exactly one solution means it's a case of what? In our geometrical interpretation, lines are intersecting, and since we have a solution, then in this case our system is consistent. What is the meaning of consistency? The meaning of consistency is what means we have a solution there. We have a solution of our system there. Then what is our second case? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Means these are equal, but concept terms are not equal. Means in this case we have no solution. Means our lines are parallel to each other. Then a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Means what is this case? Means we have many solution. Means our lines are coincide to each other. In this case we have a solution. In this case our system is also a consistent. Here we have not any solution. Then in this case we have our system is what? Inconsistent. Look, when we have it to check a consistency or inconsistency, then we have always go to our comparing the ratios. In the case a1 by a2 not equal to b2, then it's our system is consistent. But in this case our system is what? In this case inconsistent. What is difference between these two conditions? The mostly probable, the most stupid difference is that in this case our equations are what? In this case our equations are independent. In this case our equations are dependent. But in both the cases our system having a solution, either it's a one unique solution, either it's having a many solution there. Then look. In our last classes we have discussed from here topic that then look we are going to do some problems, then we are going to discuss with our algebraic solution there. And first of all look what we have in our basic problems. One of our NCERT problem is that it's a given that Aftab tells his daughter look here, in this case we have also forms an equation here. Then you have to do a lots of practice to form an equation there, because when you have an equation there, then it's a solutions, it's just like easy to solve you. But when you have a form an equation, then it's a little bit difficult to you, because you have not a lot of practice. You are not doing a lots of forming equation in class 9th there. But in this as a level of class 10, you have to do a lots of practice to form equations there. We take one of the basic problem with our NCERT textbook. Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. मीन्स आफ्ताब ने कहा अपने बच्चे से 7 years ago, आज से 7 साल पहले, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now. Also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Represent these situations algebraically and graphically. Now look, we have to be. It is one of the age problem that look, first of all, in the age problem you have to be kept in your mind that whenever we are going to solve any age problem, then first of all you have to be kept in mind ego means आपको ego means आपको back जाना है, from hence and from after केस में मतलब आगे की तरफ बढ़ना है. यहाँ पे जो हमारा फर्स्ट सिचुएशन है वहाँ पे उन्होंने ego की बात किया है. और ऐसी किसी भी एज प्रॉब्लम से बेटा जब भी हम क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं हम करेंट एज से स्टार्ट करते हैं. जब भी हमारे पास कोई भी एज प्रॉब्लम्स है और उसकी इक्वेशन फॉर्म करनी है तो बेटा हम वहाँ पे कहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे, हम वहाँ पे करेंट एज से स्टार्ट करते हैं. देन हमारा स्टार्टिंग का पॉइंट होगा लेट्स करेंट एज ऑफ आफ्ताब, इट्स AFTAB आफ्ताब is what we take x years. We take current age of Aftab be x years and let us daughter age be y years. Now we take out, we start with what we have. ऐसे किसी भी क्वेश्चंस में हम स्टार्ट करते हैं किससे, करंट एज से. करंट एज आफ्ताब का लिया x ईयर. अब आने का आफ्ताब साहब आज x साल के हैं और उनकी बिटिया आज की करंट y साल की है. Now look again, we are going to be read 7 years ago. Aftab tells his father, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. आज से 7 साल पीछे मैं तुमसे 7 गुना था जब तुम उस समय जब तुम जितने की थी. तो 7 years ago, 7 years ago आफ्ताब इज और आफ्ताब है 7 years ago. अगर आज वो x साल का है तो 7 साल पहले क्या हुआ, x minus 7 years. Then 7 years ago daughter's age, what's its daughter age, she is now y years, then it's a y minus 7 years. But what is the condition that according to question of Aftab tell that he is 7 times to his daughter age at she was when there. Then what we have got question, x minus 7 is equal to 7 times y minus 7. Now this is a condition given by Aftab कि आज से 7 साल पीछे मैं तुम्हारे जो तुम्हारी उस समय उम्र थी उसका मैं 7 गुना था. Then after solving it we get x minus 7 equal to 7y minus 49 or what is our solution, x minus 7y plus 42 equal to 0. X minus 7y plus 42 equal to 0. Now again there is also one of the condition that also 3 years from now. Now we are going to case 3 years from now. 3 years from now current age is x and y. 3 years from now what is the Aftab is? It would be what? Yes, x plus 3 years and daughter's age, and daughter's would be the age of what? It's a current is y plus 3 years. Now 3 years from s, Aftab age is now x plus 3 and daughter age is y plus 3 years. But look what we have to be condition now. Again is also 3 years from now I shall be 3 times as old as you will then. आज से 3 साल बाद मैं तुम जितने साल के हो उससे मैं 3 गुना रहूँगा. अभी ना again what we have now from its condition we have x plus 3 is equal to 3 times y plus 3. Now again we are going to solve in this equation. X plus 3 equal to 3y plus 9 and x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Look this is our equation number 2, this is our equation number 1. Look what we have to be represent here, first of all look we have to be First of all, we have to be make a situation here. It's given that represent this situation algebraically and then graphically. Then this is our algebraic situation is what? We have two equations. First is what? X minus 7y plus 42 equal to 0. What is our first algebraic condition? X minus 7y plus 42 equal to 0. And our second condition is what? It's x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. But also we have to plot a graph there. I am not going to be draw a graph, but we can look here. We can check that our graphs may be. Please, it's graphical part. Please solve all of you at your home on the graph paper. I am not going to solve graphical representation here, but we can tell about it. Its graphical solution is our two lines are what intersecting are parallel to each other, or what it's a many solution that. Look, what we have A1 here 1, A2 is 1 by 1 we get 1 here. We are going to taking the compare ratio of B1 by B2 minus 7 upon minus 3, we get 7 upon 3. Look, what we get in this case, we get the ratio of A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, means this is what it is the case of, means our when we are going to plot the graph, our these lines are intersecting lines, means in this case we have exactly one solution. This is the case of intersecting lines. This is the case of intersecting lines. Then please I request you to all that please plot the graph of this algebraic representations. Now look, we have discussed cases here. Now, just we are going to take up from here. Now, we are going to discuss about what it's. We are going to discuss about our algebraic solution from. Now, look, we have already. I'm explaining to you that we have in algebraic method we have there is substitution method, there is elimination method, there is also third method which is our cross multiplication method. Then now we are going to discuss our algebraic methods of solving a pair of linear equations. Then we are going to start with, first of all, what? We are going to start with our substitution method. We start with what? Substitution method. Now look, what we have to do in substitution method, just look, since we are going to discuss about pairs of linear equations to two variable, then in substitution method, first of all we have two equations there. We have a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. We have also a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. First of all, from any equation 1 and 2, we are going to be express our any, just suppose from equation 1 we are going to be express our variable y in the terms of x. From equation 1 we are going to express our variable y in the term in the terms of x. Then after that we are going to put the value of y in second equation there, and then we are going to solving it. Then we are going to put the in second equation at the place of y. Then after solving it we get a value of x there. After getting the value of x, we are going to put it from where we make a y dependent and x independent. After putting the values of x there, then we get the value of y there. And what is our step there? First of all, what? First of all, we are going to find the what value of y, value of one variable of y or x in the value of y in the terms of x. And in second step, what we do? We are going to put the value of, just suppose I am going to be express our y in the terms of x. Then in second step we are going to put the value of y in second equations. And then third step we are going to solve and get the one of the variable value. After getting the one of the variable value, then we are going to find out our second variable value there. Now look, what we take up, take one of the example first of all. To applying this substitution method, we have taken one example. Now suppose we have given two equations, x plus 8y is equal to 19. and one observe it's a 2x plus 11y. 2x plus 11y is equal to 28. First of check that it's a unit solution or not. It's 1 upon 2 and n by 11. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by a2 means it's a case of a what? Exactly one solution. Hence it's having a solution, and our solution is what? We are going to get exactly one solution there. Then we have to be use substitution method there, and I am told you that here generally we have a what we have? We have a need here step 1, step 2, step 3. We have just 3 steps there. What is our 3 steps? First of all, we have to be represent any one variable in the form of other in the terms of other variable. Then look up. We already do. We are going to take equation 1. X plus 8y is equal to 19. From here, what we do? We are going to express x in the terms of y. Then what we get? We get x equal to 19 minus 8y. Take it 1 prime. What is our first step? In first step, we are going to be represent our any variable in the terms of other variable. Now, what we do? This is our step number 1. In second step, we are going to put this variable value in the second equation. At the place of x, we are going to put the into. Now, what we do? Putting the value of x in equation 2. In equation 2. Now, what we have? 2 into 19 minus 8y plus 11y equal to 28. Now, after putting what we have in second step, what we have to do? In second step, we have to solve this. Now, we are going to solve it. 2 into 9, what do we get? 38 minus 16y plus 11y is equal to 28. Then now, minus 16 plus 11, what do we get? Minus 5y is equal to 28 minus 38. Then minus 5y is equal to minus 10, then from here we get the value of y is what? 10. Value of y is what? 10. Now we get the value of this, our second step. After substituting, we are going to find out the one variable value. After getting the one variable value, then what we have to do? We are going to put these values in what? In our first step, where we are going to represent our one variables in the respect of other variables. Then we are going to put the value of y in 1 prime. Now we are going to put in the value of y in 1 prime. Then we get x 19 minus 8 into y. It's a 10. And x is equal to what? Sorry, we get sorry, it's my apology to you. It's y is equal to 2. Then 19 minus 16. Then what do we get? It's a 3. Look, we get the value of x and y by substitution method. What is x equal to 3 and y equal to 2? Look, when you are going to apply and get the values of x3 and y2, and also from after solving, you can verify your answer very easily. It's I am doing correct or wrong there. Then you can also verify your answer very easily there. We have x equal to 3, we can have y equal to 2. We are going to put here 3. Y is 2, 8 to 16, 3 plus 16, we get 19. X is 3, 3 to 6, Y is 2, 11 to 22, 22 plus 6, 28. Yes, means our answer is what? Correct there, but the values of both X and Y are correct there. Then again, we have to solve these equations by substitution method. X plus 8y is equal to 19 and 2x plus 11y equal to 28. Then again, I am going to revise you. What we do? We have only 3 steps there. In first step, we are going to be convert any we are going to express any variable in the terms of other variable. From first equation, we express x in the terms of y. What do we have? We have x equal to 90 minus 8y. Then in first step, after expressing the values, we are going to put the value of one variable in second equation. Then we are going to put in the value of x in our equation number 2. And then we are going to solve it and getting the variables value. After solving it, we get our variables value y is what? 2. This is our step number 2. In third step, we are going to put our variable values with our first step where we are going to be express our variables in the terms of other. Then we get x equal to 3. And also what we have discussed that we can also check our answer is correct or not by putting these values in our equations, and you can also verify that our solution is correct or incorrect. So now look, again we are going to take our next example. Look, take another example to what we have to do here. We have a 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Let's take this equation number 1. And second equation is what? 4x plus 6y equal to 18. 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. Look, first of all, here we given that first of all we have to check that this given solutions are consistent or not consistent. Then we are going to apply this substitution method. So then we look, first of all, it's given that verify that given system having a solution or not, is a consistent or not. I take an example from consistency. Sorry for that, because we have discussed. And first of all, look, we have to see that it's a 2 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 6. Look, it's our a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Also we take when and c1 by c2 is 1 by 2. Look what is we get here. It's 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 means it is our what? Our system. Yes, our system is consistent, but there are what? It's having a a1 by a2 by 2 solution means it's having a many solutions. Then we cannot solve it because each and every point is solution there. Then here we cannot apply our substitution method, because we can apply our any algebraic method when our solution is what? Look, first of all, keep in your mind that we are able to solve any equations, any two pairs of equation whenever we have a what? It's a only exactly one solution there. Otherwise we have to be go to find out solution by graphical method. What we have problem discussed, we have there are so many solutions. Then take an another example. Look, one of the easy example, we take x plus y is equal to 14 and to elaborate you x minus y is equal to 4. This is our equation 1, this is equation 2. I am just going to be recall you that what we have to do. This is our equation 1. First of all, we are going to represent y in the terms of x. Take this 1 prime. Then after expressing, we have to be put here the equation number 2. Then x minus 14 minus x equal to 4. We are going to put the value of y in the equation number 2. Then after we are going to solving this, and 2x is equal to 14 plus 4, 18. Then we get the value of x is 9 here. After getting the values, this is our step number 2. We are again put the values in 1 prime. Then y is equal to 14 minus 9. Then we get y is equal to 5. And the value of our x is 9 and value of y is 5. We can also verify our answer by easily method. Put here 9 plus 5, 14. 9 minus 5, 4. What we have to do? Again we are going to revise it. To use our substitution method, first off we have two equations. In our first step, we have to express any variable in the terms of any other variables. We express here y in the terms of x. This is our step number 1. In second step, we are going to put in the variables in equation 2. We get here y. At the place of y, we are going to put the 14 minus x, and then we are going to solve it. Then we get a value of one variable. We get x equal to 9 here. Then after getting the values, in first step where we express our one variable in the terms of other variables, putting the values and get the our value of second first variables which we express in that. Then we get our values of two variables there. Then we get our two values. Then our solution is what? 9 and 5. And also you can easily verify that it's our the values it's correct or incorrect, putting the values 9 minus 9 plus 5 40, 9 minus 5 4. Okay, then it's enough for today class. And please get through all examples. If anyone having any doubts, then ask me in online classes. Thanks to all.